We continue with our Hizuk daily, learning the Mesilat Yesharim together. And the Mesilat Yesharim continues and says, as he's been discussing, that the true world is Olam Haba, and all that we accomplish in this world is for that purpose. And he proves it. He says, let me ask you a question. Let's analyze this world. How long does a person live? 70 years, 80 years? You look at people. They go through difficulties. We all go through difficulties. And they get sick, toothaches, problems, and then they pass away. That's it? That's the whole purpose of why God made us? Just to stop right there? And just to bring this idea out a little bit more clearly, the Chazon Ish says something amazing. He says, if you look at an animal, what is an animal called? Behema. Behema. Ba-ma. Whatever you see is what it is. An animal is born and dies with the same brain capacity. It does not get smarter. It does not learn life lessons. Whatever instinctual habits an animal has when it's born, it dies with. It does not grow. But then you take a human. Now we know we have a rule that if somebody over 70 passes you, even any person, Jewish, non-Jewish, you stand up for that person. Why? Because the Gemara says that it's absolutely impossible that miracles did not happen to that person that he got to age 70. But also just living life, a person becomes very smart. And a person that's 80, 90 years old, especially a Tamid Chacham, you're talking about a person who has taken his brain and through his experiences and through his learning and his growing has become a tremendous person. And now, after he created such wisdom and his brain is so great, it just ends? How does that make sense? Why would Hashem have a person develop his brain over 80 years of life, and then at that point when his brain is the smartest, he just dies and that's it? Says the Chazon Ish, we can prove from here that a person, his brain capacity that he created and his brilliance and his understanding and how big of a person he became is not for this world. Because if it's for this world, how could it be that when he hits his pinnacle, he dies? It must be, it's for Olam Haba. And that's what the greatness of a person is. We grow, we become greater, we become not only smarter, we become bigger people, and we become people that our neshama grows. I discussed this in one of the classes recently. They asked also the Chazon Ish, how is it that you became so great in learning Torah, and you're always seeing people, helping people? There's a line out the door every day. He said, because the more I help people, the bigger my neshama becomes. And the bigger my neshama becomes, it can handle more kedusha and more spirituality in the same time as before. Imagine for one moment, if you want to imagine a person opens his mouth. If he opens up his mouth very small and water comes his way, a little bit of water will come in. But if he opens up his mouth very, very wide, a lot of water will come in. The neshama, the bigger it is, the more spirituality, the more of Hashem's kedusha could he attain through the learning of Torah. And he said, the more I help people, the bigger my neshama becomes, and I could grow more and more. So let's all remember that we are here to develop ourselves, but we're here for such a bigger purpose. We're here to develop ourselves for the Olam HaNitzchi, our neshama that's in us. It's eternal, it's forever. What an opportunity to just build it and grow with it. And Be'ezat Hashem, we're going to see that through any type of situation, we realize that we are here to develop ourselves for our ultimate closeness to Hashem. Be'ezat Hashem, amen.